It may be January, but those of us alive to the moral, political and aesthetic degradation of our dear England
Can I come over your tits?
are unlikely to be spending it dry. Alcohol is, for this writer at any rate, an indispensable comfort, and so long as I am the wielder, I am happy to call it a crutch. It makes food more delicious and other people less boring.
Boring!
It also softens the sting of working in PR, an industry more chock full of bullshit.
What bullshit?
And overinflated egos than you can possibly imagine. Or perhaps you can. PR, after all, supplies Westminster with its most notable mediocrities.
For heaven's sake, man, go!
There is something about sitting before a crackling fireplace in my local pub, all dark wood and smoke and stuffed foxes, that is totally inimical to the tech-frenzy world of game changers and innovative solutions.
Look, this is the corporate world, Chris. We invent words to unempower those who don't understand them.
This is a slower world. The world of the Shire, as compared to the restless world of Isengard or of Mordor, which is to say London.
Welcome, my lords, to Isengard!
I usually opt for a pint of Adnams Bitter, my absolute favourite beer, reminding me as it does of the streets of Southwold, scuffed by the chalky marks of the draught horses Prince and John. I suppose they're dead now. But beer lives on, is indeed a living thing, and so does whiskey. Wienophiles, lovers of wine, and Zythophiles, lovers of beer, no doubt imagine their respective alcoholic enthusiasms superior to others. Sommeliers may wax lyrical about the palate, nose, and patrimony of a Domaine de la Romanée Conti.
Oh, there's just like the faintest soupçon of like asparagus, and there's just a flutter of like a nutty Edam cheese.
But I, for one, and I say this in the full knowledge that I risk the charge of Philistinism, have discovered equal depth in Mr. Johnny Walker, and more profound depth still in Lagavulin 16, the favourite whiskey of Ron Swanson.
This whiskey is excellent.
Nectar of the gods.
I see what you did there.
I have been drinking Lagavulin for nearly a year, when I can afford it, and even now am continually surprised at such newfound flavours as butterscotch, though in this case I believe my moustache may well have had a hand in modifying things.
Nice work. Thanks, boss.
But the ultimate evidence of whiskey's ultimate refinement is an island off the coast of Russia, China, and Korea. I mean, of course, the land of the rising sun. It is easy for Westerners to romanticize Japan. Samurai, anime, and, for some, hentai are the country's chief exports, but this blinds us to its true genius, which is cultural importation. When the British first arrived in Japan, it was effectively a feudal and a medieval society. Exposed to one of our model railways, they thought it devilry and sought to destroy it. Barely a century later, they have bullet trains and we have Mick Lynch. Japan is exceedingly good at taking something foreign and making it their own, which usually means better. After centuries of drinking Nihonshu, sake, they wished to tap into the Western alcoholic beverage market. One would think that wine would be the obvious choice, and in fact, wine is grown in Yamanashi, Hokkaido, Nagano, and Yamagata. But it was whiskey in which the nation found mirrored its love of simplicity and limpidity. A clear, cool, amber liquid, the nectar of the gods, and Japan has many gods, is the obvious accompaniment to a haiku, recited, perhaps, by the fronds of a secluded brook. It was 1918 when Masataka Takaretsu was dispatched to Scotland to unlock the secret of Scotch. He fell in love with a Scottish woman, and he returned to Japan with his secret. Fast forward to the present day, and Japan's national drink is no longer really sake. The Suntory and Nikka distilleries, which look like temples, are known the world over. Just ask Bill Murray.
For relaxing times, make it Suntory time.
And their whiskies are to be found, as I myself found, as far afield as Chelmsford, in Essex, in England. Japan's affectionate adoption of whiskey is a tribute not just to the drink's elegance and refinement, but also its brutality and coarseness. Even the smoothest whiskey has a bite. It may be consumed in tuxedos or in rags, in restaurants or on the streets, by posh and poor, men and women, black and white. Certainly the beleaguered office workers of Tokyo take to it with some enthusiasm on Friday nights. Truly it is the universal drink, yielding its blessings or its savage punishments to all who know it. And, I may say, It is a wonderful inducement to writing prose.